Hey, welcome to Chill and Spill. Hello, everybody. Woohoo! This is another episode of Chill and Spill. I was going to say chips. Fish and chips. I'm joking. Chill and Spill. This is episode 16 of Chill and Spill. I'm your host, Nubian. How is everybody doing? What is going on? I hope everybody is ready for the hot topic tonight. So, what I want to do a sound check like I do every single week without fail. Everybody knows this is what I do. I have to make sure everybody can hear us because I always do beautiful intros and nobody can hear me. So, can everybody hear me? Those that have logged on early, can you all hear me? I can see Faye. Welcome aboard, Chill and Spill, Faye. Welcome aboard. Sound check. Okay, everything's good. Faye said everything's good. Brilliant. How is everybody doing? I have to smile for a minute. Let's take this moment and take it all in. We are here today to entertain you. Well, obviously there's some entertainment. Obviously when we're talking about serious stuff, it's serious. But right about now, we are here today to talk about another hot topic. A lot of you have seen the title, Rich or Poor. I know you're probably thinking, what does that even mean? Rich or poor? What does that mean? Nobody wants to be poor. Well, we're going to go into that in a hot minute. Well, every week I talk about how everybody has been throughout the week. How is everybody? How Destiny 5? Welcome to Chill and Spill. How are you doing? Is everybody good? Everyone had a good Sunday evening? You know what I mean? Because in the UK, it's about it's 20 past 9 UK time in the evening. By now, you got some people that eat their Sunday dinner from early, You got some people that eat their Sunday dinner from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then by 6 o'clock, everyone's looking around like, I'm hungry. It's too early. But everyone should have eaten already. Relax now. Everyone's ready for the Monday. I want to talk about my week, like I do every week. My week, no, I know every week I say it's hectic, but you see this week, this week was definitely one of the most challenging weeks that I've had, but I got everything done what I was supposed to do. The Lord above is on my side. I'm very happy and I'm grateful for that. And as you can see, I have a nice full panel this week. Last week, it was just myself and Benson, you know. But this week, there's 4 of us. We got G Star, we got Zuz, and we have Benson. How is everybody doing this week? Zona, welcome aboard, Zona. Welcome to Chill and Spill.
We started. Yeah, man, I'm well. You know what I mean?
You well?
I'm very much so well. You know what I mean? Everything is perfect. Give thanks to the Most High.
Yes,
You know
yes,
what I mean?
yes.
So we're there another time. So go on. Talk to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zoe said there. It's all good. We love one of the on the panel still. Yes, Benz, we're there, man. I
Really?
love to give thanks and praise, man. And we're there again. And as I said, have a week, my week, all it's perfect. Work, get some need for that, get done and thing, you know what I mean? Things on track, so can't complain.
Good, good, good. Welcome aboard, Barbara. Welcome to Chill and Spill. Welcome.
My week has been eventful. It's been very busy. I feel like this time in my life anyway is the busiest it's ever been. I thought I was busy, but whoa. This week has been very eventful, but it has been a blessed week nonetheless. So yes, I'm excited to do the show and hear all the opinions. And yeah, I'm here, guys.
Welcome, welcome. Benson.
Good manners and proper conduct. For me, as usual, always working hard. this week has been a week wherein uh, not a lot of sleep, to be honest with you, to try and make the platform and everything up and running. Some sleepless nights inside here wherein it has been crazy, but as usual, the works continue. The Most High has been good. You know, there's a lot of things that I've learned this week, which I'm grateful for because if you live your life and you don't learn nothing for a week or wherever it is, to me, it's a very sad thing, you know. And for the participation on the show on Friday night, it has been a week to reflect wherein I was so tired, wherein I'm going to apologize now to those persons who were clocked in on Friday for me not having that full energy as usual. You understand? So I have to apologize to those persons who were clocked in.
Well, you're
But
human, so you're allowed to be,
yeah,
yeah.
so nevertheless, I'm here and I'm giving thanks, and we'll see what happens if I fall asleep with the duration of the show.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fall asleep. No way, no way, no way. Um, oh my goodness. So let's talk about the hot topic that we have today. The title is Rich or Poor. So what we're going to be talking about is how many rich people there are in the world and how many middle class and how many poor. Now, what we're trying to figure out is the amount of rich people, wealthy people that we have in the world. There's so much money that goes around in the world. There shouldn't be no poor. There shouldn't be nobody in poverty. That shouldn't even exist. Yeah. So what I want to figure out is what can we do to see, what do we think that can happen in order for everybody to have a balance? Because the wealthy people are so wealthy, I don't see why they can't pump some more money in other areas of the world. I mean, they don't have to, but at the end of the day, when you pass away, you can't take all of that with you. So what are you going to do with it? And there's so much poverty going on in the world. And the middle class people, well, they're in the middle. But yeah, so I want to know your opinions on the wealthy and the poverty and what everybody thinks that could happen, what can happen to have a balance when it comes to this. What do you think, G?
I hear my understanding of certain things. You see, it's certain little simple thing I can implement, wherein everything that have to come from the government, because I say on a personal individual way, I have a lot of money. And him, as I say, him now go there and go with it. Say, all right. Say a man like, for instance, a man like Bill Gates with all for money there. You know, say, all right. You should people like them people with that amount of money. Leave them alone, there should be a law. Siblings right. That means government automatically the wealth should share more. Wherein a brother come up with one brother come up and him have certain amount of money in a life. Automatically you should let down some of the wealth to his siblings. In that way, the money share instead of so a lot of more people would have better off in that sense without even the government have to really put a hand in it. So certain little things to me still would make certain things work.
So the thing is, what about if you was rich? What would you do?
Then me couldn't rich. I have a lot of money and me having a brother were poor. Unless him really want poor. Me could never be a super millionaire and have any siblings, brother, sister, any close family. Or me know close to my and them poor. I could never do that.
Well, I mean, not just with siblings. I feel like even people that you don't know, I feel like there needs to be some sort of integration. There needs to be there needs to be a bridge between millionaires, trillionaires, and the lower class and poverty. Like,
Sorry. Welcome aboard, Doreen Whittle. Welcome aboard, Chill and Spill. And thank you for the compliments, Barbara. Thank you.
hi. Yeah, so I think that we need to bridge the gap. I feel like rich people have a certain mindset, right? So they surround themselves with like-minded people. So there's not much integration. There's not much rich people or wealthy people that surround themselves around the lower class.
Yeah.
So there needs to be some sort of integration. So lower class people or people that are in poverty can feed off, get some advice on how to better
What
progress.
about some mentoring?
Or mentoring, exactly. But that comes with integration. That comes with talking to each other. Like I said, like-minded people normally surround themselves with like-minded people. So, you know, if you're lower class, you might have one friend that's rich. Do you get what I'm saying? But your whole circle might not be rich. But when you're rich, your whole circle's rich.
Yeah. You
Do you get
surround
what I-
yourself.
You surround yourself, yeah.
Yeah, it's just automatic, isn't it?
Exactly. So there needs to be some more integration and more conversations and networking with people that's of a lower financial class. So that's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, good.
Benson?
I'm going to be honest with you, you know. There are forums that are there for people to acquire wealth. The thing is, this is what we need to understand in society and how the world is stated. For this thing to happen, what you're talking about, Zeus, I totally understand. But if I be realistic, we would have to have a new world. Everybody have to come off of this planet and go on another planet where their systems are not existed for that to start. And what we have to understand about having wealth and being poor. There are two separate languages that the rich man speaks and the poor man speaks. When do you have money, right? When you have money and you surround yourself with people with money, they are actually on the same page in thinking of acquiring more. Now, if you speak to a person who does not have money now, if you understand what I'm saying in that terminology, they are not speaking the same language that you're speaking. He's trying to make the first million. Meanwhile, that person is 5, 6 million, 10 million ahead. So they are not on the same page. And what happened is the poor man would just be talking about, oh, I just want to have a 2-bedroom house. That man is speaking about, I need another mansion or a beach house or another yacht or something like that.
No, I get
So
what
the
you're
language
saying.
barrier and the communication level and things and interests that they have, right? It's two separate things. They have two different interests. And the other thing is that, not saying that you would never get ideas from a poor man, because I was funny enough. Since you know how I am on certain times with information. Really, if you remember clearly that football game with Hazard, right, G, where he kicked the ball on a ball boy.
Yeah.
You know the ball boy is richer than him now.
Yeah.
The ball boy
Yeah.
is richer than Hazard now. Yeah? When he was at Chelsea.
Yeah.
The ball boy is richer than him now.
So inquire for money now.
By making vodka. He has a vodka company. Yeah?
Okay.
So what happened is, so if you look on certain scenarios, because if we're here now on a panel, and I'll be thinking of me and Newman will be thinking of what can we do to expand and to make this platform as best as possible.
Yes.
The other person who has a radio station who is full and functioning, he's thinking of opening another radio station, another channel, another platform.
That's
And
right.
the same thing go with Riches. If you should have a chat now with Rick Ross, yeah,
Man, yeah, first.
right? I do agree he makes his money from his music and the brandies and stuff that he produces.
I think you got Wingstop
And
as well, Rick
Wingstop
Ross.
and
Yeah, yeah.
Wingstop,
Yeah.
just the same. Now, what form of investment or conversation that you would want to hold with him now to stimulate his brain? You get what I mean?
Some
Yeah.
kind of idea, yeah.
You understand? So your idea, and firstly, the thing is, this is how we have to think about it. With us poor people, if you're not thinking consciously, when you go to a rich person and having a conversation
I wouldn't
with a
consider
rich
us
person,
poor, by the way. We're definitely not poor, because poor people, there's some people that's living on £2 a day. We're definitely not living on £2 a day.
You know what is rich is? Like, remember, great,
No,
great
but
grandmother.
I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
There
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
there
I'm
are-
not disagreeing.
No, I'm not saying you're disagreeing, but what I feel like, basically, in a nutshell, what he's saying is there are people that are of lower class and they're happy to be in the situations that they are.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want to
No, look out.
elevate
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in any kind of way, or they'll make some sort of excuse. And also what he's saying is that if you was to speak to a person that has a lot of money or that's wealthy, the conversation might not, do you get what I'm saying, trigger his mind or
Yeah, yeah,
interest
it's-
him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Yeah.
the lower class person is
Yeah, well,
talking
yeah,
about,
exactly.
or the poor
That's
person
right,
is talking
because of
about.
this- Yeah,
Do you get what I mean?
yeah,
You have
definitely.
some- you have
I
some-
mean,
You have
there's
some on the other, and you have some lower class people with some great ideas still. You know. Brilliant
yeah.
ideas.
Yeah, you do, you do.
Yeah.
you know,
but the poorer class, those persons,
thing
they
is-
don't have the link.
They don't have the-
And
they
the
don't
thing
have
is as
opportunity
well,
for cement, yeah.
with the rich,
But if they
you
get
know,
the opportunity.
some rich people, they wasn't just born into riches. They were poor or a lower class to begin with as well.
Yeah,
So you know, I feel like money does change a lot of people because they forget. Some of them forget where they've come from.
I'm
as
fine.
well.
Yeah, I'm fine
Um,
taking money. Yeah, I'm gonna cut you.
Mm.
I finish it. That's
Yeah. Welcome aboard, Mandy. Welcome aboard, Nigel, and welcome aboard, artiste. Welcome to Chill and Spill. Yeah.
One thing I can say, you see, most of the famous rich people in my life, we know, they was poor before. That's
A
why
lot of them.
Yeah, that's why we know about them, because it's just rocks to riches. And you know what I mean? So most of them, because the people that were born rich, not for some, you have some multi-rich people, you know, you have not more than the people, and them full of money. And most of the people come from nothing to something we hear about. And again, though, you see, what I say about the, no, I forgot that. So, sorry. I forgot that part. Seriously.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. So what do you think we can do though?
Exactly.
in
What is
order
the
to-
solution?
Yeah, what is the solution to bridge the gap? Obviously, I know like I get it. Like again, you're going to stay around like-minded people. So if you're around a person that's got lower income and their mindset, like I said, like G-Star was saying, you got poor people or people of lower class that have the rich mindset. So, you know, if there's a person that doesn't have the rich mindset, how do we kind of, you know, get across to them where there's some sort of understanding? Some of them don't want
Well,
it.
rich-
Yeah,
well,
because
that's what I'm saying.
like Faith said,
Yeah.
some people are comfortable not having any ambition.
Yeah. But and again now, all right, like everybody gonna drive plane, fly a plane. Everybody gonna sail a ship. Everybody gonna turn a banker. You have to have people clean the street. But the only thing what me I say is pay them well as well so they can live well. Simple. Get paid well so you can live well. That's it. Just mathematics, just simple. Don't pay a man because he might do a lower grade work, because it's just as important as the man who does that
They're
work. You
well
understand?
needed, yes.
So pay a person properly for them work, and I think most things will be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, even though you say that, someone like a surgeon
Yeah.
is not necessarily going to get paid the same.
No, I don't mean say you have to pay the same amount, but I mean to pay them so
No,
they
just
can
pay them
afford
Pay
to
them
live.
well. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I
they
understand
can
what you're
live-
saying.
they can live comfortable.
Yeah,
They
I
can't pay
get
a
it.
man. All right, in this time now, what you gonna pay a man? £300 a week. Not because of labor, you're gonna pay him £300 a week. Come on. You understand? Pay him something, and the tradesman should even get more because even if you go pay a tradesman who got work £250 a day, him still he should be getting more than that. You understand? So it's just that you need to pay people well so they get them well service. Even in Dubai and them country. Why you think the police don't take bribe? Because they're well paid.
They don't need to.
They don't need to.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah, Zorna said some poor people have brilliant ideas, but just don't have the means, even though they work hard.
Yeah.
Even that. You work so hard throughout your life, and the amount of outgoings that you have, it's hard to save.
No, because you see your savings, to me, the money where you're supposed to have, then calculate the money, and say, okay, this can bring you back to work, this with the local shopping, this with that, and then live on that. And then took out the rest in a tax. You see that for them tax? That's where you're supposed to be saving, put aside for your savings. I don't think people are supposed to go to work and you look at take all £700 tax out of a person money, this, that, out of. You take three then. Somebody work, somebody
Yeah,
work,
a lot of the tax, they take a lot of tax.
Somebody work £1,000 then you take three. No, take two or one. I'm going to give them the money so they can live well and at least save a thing. Oh, you expect somebody to. So it's just how the system operates, man. Simple.
The thing is, on a financial aspect of it, the world and money would not function without people who are in certain positions that are not getting that high amount of salary. What we need to realize and know is that is the persons who are on a lower scale keeps the economy turn around.
Moving.
All right, I'm gonna give you a prime example. Did you know that half of the persons with all their wealth, they don't bank in England? Let us take England for an example at the moment. The persons with money, they don't bank in England.
Offshore banking.
Offshore banking.
And can less interest and
Yeah.
and no
So
tax.
what
The
happened
tax.
is,
No
and the
tax.
tax that
Yeah, charge them.
England charges. Now what we don't realize is that the man with money, and I'm going to give you a financial advice, right? When they put money in that bank, yeah,
Yeah.
the money is there, but they live off of loans. If they have $1 million in the bank,
Yeah.
they're not touching that million.
Credit card.
Yeah,
Only credit card
that
you use
million
to
is
use and buy.
always there, and they live off of loans.
Smart people.
Yeah, but what happened is the persons who are below that threshold, they are not taking that chance.
No, because you don't have the money to back it up. Put one
No,
side.
whatsoever money they have there or wave, like we go to the bank now and we bank £300, and the bank said, all right, I'm going to give you a credit card for £500. You will say, no, some don't want the credit card. Some people will take the credit card and run up the credit card and run over. But what happened? You don't touch that money that you already have there already. And that is what the whole financial part of it, you know, and people acquiring money is the persons that have the knowledge of how the banking system works and take good advantage of it. And if you notice, what happened is, how many times I'm going to say what happened is, now, if the lower class of persons, if I should use that word, right, on a financial aspect of it, they don't pay attention to information that can enhance you financially. We spend a lot of times maybe watching other things, and there are so many forums, yeah, that are held. The other day there was some group came over from America, some young black guys that came over from America to England here, yeah,
Yeah.
young entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
right, came over to England, and it's always packed. They came over here in February. How many persons here not here, but
Language.
join
Join
that
the
forum.
forum.
Yeah.
There,
yeah.
there is a lot of
Explain to you.
forums though. There is.
There
There
is.
is.
It's
There
there.
is a lot.
But
There
But
is
we
a
are-
lot.
Not for them.
Remember,
But enough of them still is it's like a lottery still, you know. No matter please, cause you got a phone, that mean you'll get rich, you know.
And the thing is, I'm
You
not
just
gonna
buy
lie. I've
two
joined a
small
lot of
out
these
every season,
forums.
you know what I mean?
I've
That
joined a
mean
lot
you'll
of
get
these
rich.
forums, you know. And funny enough, I've never made it to any of them, but I've joined
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And a lot of them, you have to pay, you know, a small fee.
because you're
which is-
wealthy, you don't need to go.
One question more ask still is like, maybe I look into to have first class citizen and second class citizen. Yeah?
Yeah.
You have third? Third class? No, you have first and
You have-
second class.
No, you've got
You have
you've got upper class, middle class,
Upper class, middle class.
and you've got lower
Lower
class.
class.
lower class.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
three, yeah. So
Yeah.
and with the world now we have first world and third world, you know, the second world.
You've got third world countries as well.
And
yeah,
So,
yeah.
first-
what,
you
so
got,
those
you got
countries
first, you
that
got first world and third world. Well, we don't know about the second world.
no, I don't.
Oh dear,
What?
You saw the get the bridge?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
The second.
Yeah.
How far distance between
First and third.
Yeah.
Them take out the second. So them take out the second. So there is no gap. The bridge. That is the bridge. Then take out like the bridge. The second would like the second now would play a role where the second less fortunate than the poor one now. So them would start to relate to them more, while the second would rather relate to the first. Better. You understand?
Do you know what? It's crazy. I'll give you another example. As
First.
in,
Hang on, but
like,
Faye said something. I just want to read out what Faye
oh
said.
yes, Faye.
Sorry.
Hi, Faye.
Yeah, Faye said, rich people don't want to mix with the poorer people, and some rich people are very happy to mix with the less fortunate and will put their money into projects to help the less fortunate. They are the givers. She said, I don't agree with the third world. There's only one world.
Which is true. There is only one world. I feel like there's a lot of segregation
Yeah,
that
one world.
the
Yeah.
society
Yeah.
likes to kind of separate a lot of things. But I'll give you an example. When I was young, teenager times, and I used to work in a retail store, and, you know, there was this guy, he came in, he's got loads of money. So, you know, you offer them the store card because obviously you've got a weekly target of how much store cards you want to,
Yeah.
you know, you need
Okay.
to acquire. So we're filling out the store card, everything's great. I'm thinking, this man, his credit is good,
Yeah.
everything, he's going to get the card. They declined him.
Wow.
They declined him. But then the lady that came next, who I offered the store card to, who was, you know, probably in a lower class
Yeah. Category.
category, they accepted her.
Yeah. So why them?
They
why-
accepted it. But I feel like the reason why is because they know that the person that's got the lower class is going to pay the minimum amount,
Yeah, yeah.
so they can get their interest,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and they can make their money.
That's it.
Whereas the rich
gonna
person
pay
now
one time,
is
boom.
just gonna make a big purchase
Purchase, yeah.
one time
Yep.
and then transfer their money over to the credit card.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then their credit is going to increase.
Yeah.
And they don't want that because they're not going to make no money
Money.
off the rich guy.
Yeah.
So they're going to go for
Target
the
the
lower,
poor,
they're
target the
targeting the
poor,
poor. All
target
credits.
the poor.
I mean, not all credit cards.
Right, not all.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you don't have a certain amount, if you're not getting a certain amount, you're not eligible for
No
a
way.
credit card.
No way.
However, they're still more targeted to the lower class category of people.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because they know that the richer people now are going to
To
pay
use-
off their bills real quick. They're not going to make no money off them. They're not going to make no interest.
No interest.
Welcome
nothing.
aboard, Yvette. Welcome aboard.
God, them account
And
can't deal with everything.
welcome to Chill and Spill. Yvette says, cause they can make more money off her, from her. Exactly that. I'd like to say, welcome aboard, Carlington and Andromeda. Welcome aboard, Chill and Spill. Welcome aboard. Yes, so we are talking about
The rich.
the rich
and the-
and the poor.
the really
and-
got a gap between the rich and the poor.
Yeah, and
Okay.
to think that there is 2,640 billionaires in the world.
No.
2,000, you know, 2,640 billionaires.
All right.
And together, all their billions are worth 12.6 trillion.
Okay, so imagine those people now, as we made that suggest before, there was a law that those people have to take care of certain people. So a lot of more people would well off as well. The wealth will share more instead
Which
we
law?
have to- Eh?
You, let me ask you a
Oh, you know,
question.
you know understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, me know
Yeah.
you say like a law, but me say something. Me be a little bit ask a realistic question. Me and you now work hard. Remember earlier on you mentioned about the tax, how much money them taking from the tax. Now, me and you work hard.
Yeah.
All of us here. Sleepless nights.
Me not
Me and you
talk
have.
about hardworking people.
No,
like me
but
and you,
hear
so
what
we-
happened
I
now.
talk about people with super money.
Yeah, but if me and you forward into super money,
Yeah, mother help my siblings without
you would have helped with siblings. Yeah.
without a question asked.
But if them have a law like that now, right?
yeah.
How you would have feel about the law?
No, that's what I'm tell you what. That's what I say. There is, remember, you know, what I say, you know, well, it's a solution. And first thing you can say about the people and will they, but if they're not going to leave the money. Well, one man do with so much money. Meaning that could be of a great help. It's not, me not talk about a man who just upon the normal little salary. Me talk about people who have money more than what them can ever live out. Share it down the line. There's automatically you have to share it. I not say you have to share the half, you know, but make sure say people live good as instead of the government of your handout.
Do you know what? I
take care of
agree.
your part of family. So if everybody will have come into money and no family would have all right. Instead of one man all
But
right.
the thing is, you have to think about, you
Instead
got
of
to think
one
of it like
man,
this as
alright.
well. Some people don't have family as well, you know.
No, but if you
They're
not
just
have it-
rich
if you not
and
have
they
it,
ain't got no family.
There's
Those
family,
are the
man.
people,
Nobody on the
especially,
earth not have- we not have
should.
family, man.
Yeah, should.
Yeah, nobody on the earth don't have family, man. Everybody have family, man.
No, but they might have passed
No,
away
but
though.
they might.
They
Not
might
everyone
have-
has family.
yeah, no,
Adoption, foster.
Yes.
Not everyone has family.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, yes, man.
No, but you know what?
The
Yeah,
family out there, man.
I agree
Listen.
and I disagree. I agree and I
The families
disagree.
out there,
Everyone
man,
has
is to find
family.
them.
Yeah, yeah. Do you I get what he's saying. I agree, but I don't think there should
You
be a
said it,
law.
Vincent?
I don't think there should be
You
a
say you don't
law.
want to what?
Me no want that the law.
Hold
You
on.
have
No way.
Listen,
because you have
listen now.
yeah.
So all there's a law wherein people just take your money and just get who them feel to give to without and you just sit with it, relax and so simple and just do it. It would be the same thing. It just be
What
the same
law is
thing.
that?
The tax. You got
No, but-
listen, well, no, you got to work every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we said before. And if you work anything, example, like anything over like 2,000 a week, over 2,000 a week, I guarantee you say at least £700 come out of that tax. And if you pay 30% or more, and you sit down and you're all right with that. Yeah? So there's a law. You might not all right with it, but it's a law, but it works. You understand? So what me I say? If there was a law where a man like us, me talk about one of the man with the most money in the world already. If people like them there automatically have a response for them siblings, I think more wealth will spread. Instead of, same as we say, instead of one man accrue amount of money where him never know what to do with it.
But the thing is, yeah, even though you share with your siblings, there's no guarantee that they will share
With
with.
the-
But they
We
have to.
haven't.
Yeah.
So
No.
No.
Take
They
out the
don't have
guarantee.
to.
No, that's if there was a
He's
law.
saying if there's a
there was
law,
a
they
law,
don't
they
have
would have
to.
to.
All right, Yvette, sorry, I'm just want to
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
you
yeah.
there. Yvette said, she thinks it's only 164 billionaires in the UK as of today. The billionaires that I'm talking about is worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah, man.
Worldwide, there's 2,664 billionaires. But yeah, in the UK, there's 164. Oh, she said it's 177 in the UK. She put rich people thinking is different. They're happy to leave their money to cat and dog.
And it's so
I'm so-
true.
But it's true.
Oh dear.
It's
Alright,
so
but
true.
me see that happen for real like Canada. When
Cat,
we there in
dog,
Canada.
hamster.
Alright.
Yeah.
Lot.
All right.
It's true,
Gee.
Yvette, it's true.
You know, about 7 years ago, or 8 years ago, Bill Gates, right? His will, before he became so popular before COVID, maybe about 9 years ago. I don't know if he changed his will or changed his statement.
I see you, Destiny.
That his money that he had at that time, 9, 10 years ago, right, is that his kids wouldn't get all the money.
Yeah.
I see, Barbara.
Yeah, me that hear about that something for sure.
Yeah,
I hear about that.
his
Yeah,
kids wouldn't get all his money.
Yeah.
Bill Gates.
His children
Yeah.
wouldn't get
No,
his trillions.
No,
Also,
it
Jackie
would
Chan
go
as
to-
well.
No,
Jackie
no,
Chan done the
everything-
same
no,
thing.
It'll go to.
Charity and the kids, him say kids them for work for themselves and for acquire them money.
Oh, yeah, because
Jackie
Them
Chan
just
said
leave
the
a
same
little
thing.
tiny
Jackie
bit
Chan said the
for him.
same thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jackie Chan said the same thing.
you understand, because when a child is born in luxury and lifestyle, I understand the concept of what he's saying. All right. Another thing,
No, here we go on.
I'm going to show you one thing that us as black people miss out on. And you know one thing we miss out on? A lot of persons
waiting.
are made rich, by insurance. Black people not paying insurance.
Life insurance.
No,
Yeah,
but
life
we-
insurance.
but life insurance, the next thing again we're in. But
No,
we're talking about really what the rich and the poor,
yeah, but here what happened? A lot of persons acquire them money from even them aspect there, And a lot of people acquire them riches by inventions.
Wow.
Yeah. So even like if they had a law that when you reach over 20 million or whatever to share it, the thing that you have to take into consideration is that when that money is passed down to the siblings, to me, my understanding of siblings is son and daughter or whatever it is. Yeah? Brother and sister.
Yeah.
Now, what happened is, if you have a brother, a sister, or an uncle, not all of them are conscious like you. A lot of them will.
That goes along with what
eventually-
Destiny said.
Yeah.
Destiny says,
You give them the money and
No.
them broken in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
law.
Let me
Destiny
say something
said
to them.
there's no law is supposed to tell me how to spend my money and who to give. And Destiny says, to be honest, not all family deserve your money.
Hold on
Yeah,
there, hold
no,
on,
it's
hold on,
very
hold on,
true.
hold on,
It's
hold
true,
on, hold on,
it's
hold on.
true.
Because we raise that point now. But there is, as I said, there's law telling people from ever since I tell you what to do with your money and what you can't do with your money.
Yeah.
There's law telling that even in a marital situation, law tell us what you can do with your money and what you can't do. What you said to me?
But the
And
taxes
people
that you
have to
pay.
live with. People have to live with it. It's law. So you can't say you don't want a law. Come tell us.
But you know what? It's technically not telling you what to do with your
Well,
money.
it's
It's
what?
telling you what to do. This is what you have to do.
Yeah, no,
It's not telling you how to spend
telling-
your money
no.
necessarily. I get what you're saying. I understand.
No, but I
But it's
mean-
not saying what you have to do with your money. It's telling you what you need to do. When you earn money, you need to do this, which is pay this.
Yes.
But it's not telling you how to spend
spend
your
it.
money, who to give it to, and so forth.
Yeah. It's still this to the the government. It's basically telling you need to pay this to the government, and it basically telling you need to pay that, and they take this and they take that, and people still live with it. So people just see it as a law. If you go in and you win certain amount of money, certain way, them still, I tell you say, you have to pay this.
Yeah, if you win the lottery, you have to.
You have to pay this. So they're still telling. I'm not saying what I'm saying. I'm not talking about a man who just make it in life like a little Bailey making. We're talking about people with super. We're talking about billionaires here.
Mm-hmm. And Barbara said, sorry to cut you, G, but Barbara said, really, why should they share their money? And it shouldn't be a law for them to share because they've earned it.
No,
They've
but
earned their money.
we're
So
saying
why?
ways to help.
But what it is, it's just a way to help. Mana General, welcome aboard, Chiller Spill, Mana General. You made it to class. You are on time. You made it to class. Well done.
Jay,
Mana General said, the rich man live for the future and poor people live for Saturday nights. It's sad. Oh, dear. Oh,
Jay.
dear.
imagine if them never have taxes. How would they NHS function. The roads over there on now, you know.
So hold on, me ask you a question.
Me-
Before you go further.
Yeah.
In Libya, before they mash it up,
Mm.
never had no taxes.
Yeah, but the
People get
government.
people get free houses.
Yeah.
Then if you come and see it, and if you're there as a student and you want to come to England, come study, then pay your study fee, them do everything, pay your hotel,
Yeah,
pay
No,
everything.
but
there's always been
remember-
taxes from the king.
There
innit?
was
There's
no
always been
taxes.
taxes.
No,
No.
taxes not there in Libya.
No,
And
never
it's
did it.
understandable.
Oh, in Libya,
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
yeah,
and them
yeah,
not paying
yeah.
everything free.
Yeah.
Which in here what happened. That is why there's a difference between how the resources that a country has.
No.
Remember, Libya have oil.
Yeah. England,
What England have?
England print money.
England never no print money, you know.
Money print. Well, I feel them. Well,
Even
No,
if
they
a
don't
country,
have any resources.
yeah,
Not like
no
how-
resources,
no, they
not
don't.
Not Libya, no, them
No,
not
they
have it.
don't.
And Yvette, sorry.
You did- England no print money, you know.
So where them resources?
Huh?
So where
England no
them
print
resources?
money.
So where them resources?
Yeah, and one of the other thing where England is concerned, where money is concerned about printing the money, every country on the face of the planet, they cannot just go and say, all right, the economy is short of this amount of money, we are going to print money. It no work like that.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a question.
You know that, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's what them say.
But the thing is,
That's what them tell
Sweet
us.
night, mate.
That's
No.
to me. That's what they tell us. But you are going.
It no work like
Yeah,
that.
well,
no, but
no,
we've got some things that I hope you remember what you're gonna say now, because we've got people talking here as well, and their voices have to be heard as well. Remember, we've got a studio number, 07903 129 265. If you want to call in, if you find it easier, if we're not quick enough reading out your messages, you can always call in. It's 07903 129 265. Oh dear, sorry. 265. Yvette says, don't get it twisted though. Those rich kids are taught how to make money while they sleep. And Faye said, that's why we all should be using cash to purchase our items, because once we go fully cashless, they will have total control.
True.
That is
Very true.
Very, very true.
Very,
And
very
Zorna
true.
said, something it is our mindset that keeps us in poverty, because we want to be rich but spend our last pound and on the latest trend. Looking at a rich person and a poor person, poor one trends to be flashing shoes, clothes, etc.
That's very true.
No.
That is very true. Because, like I said, when I worked in retail, the man that came in, a different man, the man that came in to purchase some items, if you see how this man looked, brown corduroys, top looked like he wore it yesterday, yeah?
Yeah.
And when it came to pay for the items, black American Express card. Yeah, that's a
Don't
limitless
judge.
card.
Yes.
Yeah. And then when you see the flashy person now, they're the ones that got to transfer money to their Monzo. Or they've got to transfer their money from one
another
account
account.
to the next account
Yeah, yeah,
to be
yeah.
able to pay.
Yeah.
And then they don't have money left over for the week just so they can go out raving for that weekend. It's true.
And can't look rich.
You what happened?
Can't look rich. with
You
that
know,
life.
You're right, yeah? But
Hold on.
this conversation is so, me like it.
Right, boy.
You know last week, yeah?
It's right, boy.
You said the taxes,
Yeah.
this other thing we're in it different. It differs. The taxes go towards a lot of
Yeah,
things.
we know that. We know
Education,
that. I know
sports,
that. We know that.
health, wherever it is, housing and wherever it is. Me like the point where you raise about Libya, because that is truth. Me love that. But me hear 50 Cent make a speech a couple weeks ago, yeah? Say him know when a black man, yeah, come into money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
of
him
course.
say him no, tell me.
He's got serious upon him, innit?
Him look on him sneakers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Him
Start
say
show upon
look
him.
on him
Yeah, man.
sneakers.
Show upon him, man. Show upon him, man.
Him
Yeah,
said,
yeah, it's a black man.
yeah,
thing, innit?
because it's like when you, it's like, me no- I said this before. The episodes that them have about the rich and the famous and them thing there. Me stop watch them thing there years ago. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna pay them in the mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is how society feel a little way. And I'm going to explain. Now, they were asking him about his T-shirt.
450.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with me, sometime when I go out on the road, yeah, yesterday I got do me sort of do a little thing to me here. And when I look on the way home, I come out of the house and go do my ear or whatever, me I say, my God, they must think I want homeless man. But me feel comfortable with anything when I have on. Which in a lot of people would say, boy, look on where I have on. But to me, those things become known of myself that
where you
me can go
comfortable in
do it.
yeah,
Me
where
can
you
go
go-
put on something if I want
want
to put on
something.
something. And then it make me realize in my meditation, it flash back to 50. Because 50 I say, the man ask him on the interview, oh, I'm not see you in a brand t-shirt. The man say, why me advertise for Nike?
Yeah. Me have my one
And
brand.
Gucci or Banner and Gabbana or whatever it is. Him have on a plain shirt. And him said this is the thing where a black man get wrong. Him know when a black man just come into money.
Yeah.
Buy him sneakers.
And the thing is, yesterday I watched something yesterday on YouTube. I was watching a famous YouTube couple, and they got a YouTube channel, and she done a prank on her partner about being a millionaire. So it's a yeah. And there's
If you do have commercial for Pepsi.
yeah, no. There was trending on TikTok. There's like you can phone the bank, and basically it's a recording of a bank talking about how much
Oh, I
money
think
you've
I know
got.
the one you're talking about.
Yeah. So she put it on loudspeaker in the car, and it says your total balance is now $43 million, and how much? Anyway, now she said she want to press 3 to hear it again, So she pressed it about 3 times, and the man was looking at her like, you what? 43 million? So as soon as she comes off the phone now, he said to her, wait, I didn't know you have this much money, And she said, well, it's not nothing to advertise. But he said, you got that much money and you look like this. Look at your bag. He picked up the bag and he flang it, He said, look at the bag you're walking around with and you got 43 million. He said, what about veneers? You should be getting some good veneers like Cardi B. How come you ain't got no veneers? Yeah? And he said, what about, and then, so what? Look at the car, the AC, a long time I'm looking about a car, because the AC is not really working in this car. So he's spending the money already. So he's saying, oh, and remember we need a property. Instead of renting where we are now,
need a property now.
and he said it, and he was saying to her, everything that he was saying, all the suggestions that he was bringing up, he was saying to her, I'm not telling you how to spend your money, I'm just giving you advice. Every time he said it, So, so then he said, oh, what about this and what about that and what about this? And, I'm an artist and I need some help. So,
Wow.
see, what I'm saying is the black people mindset sometime. Do you know what I mean? Because before that,
Humble.
he was humble. And the minute he knew that she had 43 million,
Everything
it
changed.
just starts spending. So he said, I want to be your financial advisor. She
Wow.
said, oh, no, because we live in the same house and we do the same things, more or less. You have less money than me. That means I'm doing well without you being my financial advisor. I don't need your financial advice because you can't even finance yourself.
Yeah, well, true. That's true.
So when she told him that it's a prank, he couldn't believe it. And she said, look at this. If you knew I had that much money, look how you're spending the money already. So sometimes, even if you've got the most riches, if you've got a partner that's not really on the same mindset as you,
Yeah.
they will spend your money. And then you won't even know where it went. You're like, wait, what happened there?
Because it come easy
You
for
know?
them.
Same,
And
I
man
same thing
general-
with the siblings.
Yeah,
Don't
man, a
it?
general.
No,
Yeah.
but you give them if they want to mash it up and film them thing. You know business about them.
No, but then that's not the point of it.
No,
If they're
but
just gonna
manager-
mash it up, that don't make
But
sense.
what I'm saying is not everybody gonna mash it up. So you can't really even look on that. Because everybody gonna mash it up. Now, some people do gonna mash it up. We just it go. A lot of people accumulate them own riches and mash it up. much less. A lot of people accumulate their own riches and
Yeah.
turn around, mash it up so much less. So, won't judge that for that. But what I'm saying, it's just that because you said, it's just the fact that you said, why come with a suggestion? And because you say, like people, them multi amount of money there and them then left it. And so we could help them. I'm saying that way. Those people with those kind of money can.
Yeah. Good evening, Christine. Welcome to Chill and Spill. Good evening. Manager General said we should put away our savings first and eat what's left over. But instead, we eat and then put up the leftovers. We should spend our cash and leave the credit cards. You won't be indebted. I learned that from a billionaire. Michael Lee Chen is my neighbor.
Sorry for saying that.
Zuna says something as
Sorry,
well.
Miss-
Zuna says, how
Sorry.
do we bridge the gap between rich and poor when the PM or prime ministers and other ministers get 200% increase while public sector and others only get 10 to 15%
So,
increase
you see
and
it?
tax more?
And you see what I say?
And she put how?
Just pay the people them better. You know, if you have to pay a person 100,000 like how you pay a doctor, whatever. But just give them something more instead of minimum wage too low. In my
Yeah, it's like what you said in
low.
Libya, innit?
Yeah.
Libya doesn't have any tax, but it's just that's the same in Dubai.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a decent amount of money in Dubai. They get paid
Well,
They get paid their value.
yeah, that's what I'm
Rather.
saying. Yeah,
Not even just
yeah,
well, they get paid their-
well, Eh?
I'm just find out
so,
one part of Dubai.
One part of Dubai's got tax.
one part.
That must be the smallest part of Dubai.
tiniest part.
Then I see-
But
Yeah.
they don't have any tax.
Well,
But
when
they
you say not
but
tax
they
at Cayman
pay
as well,
they
then.
pay well.
Was that Cayman?
When I hear that they never pay tax at Cayman, you're supposed to know that.
No, them not do it. But what happened
you see,
is
it says it can't
this-
function
the-
without.
it
And
can,
Cayman
but
small.
what happened is
Yeah,
when you look at taxes
Yeah.
and you look at remember, this is how those places become public because it becomes of a tax haven to them. Now, I can remember clearly when Lewis Hamilton acquired a certain amount of millions, and I think he banked in Switzerland or New Zealand, Switzerland. And the people in England was hitting out on him that, look, where he went and banked his money or wherever it is. I would do the same too.
Of
I would
course.
do the same.
And that's a rich man game.
Now,
man.
even if you look at the Prime Minister here in England, right? This is how we have to be so money smart and listen to these young entrepreneurs and try to understand the whole financial aspect of even using the credit cards. Because if you want a good credit in England, if you need a good credit in England and you have a credit card, one of the best things that you can do to put your credit score really high is to buy everything from your credit card
yeah, man,
and then pay it back with the money.
Yeah.
So if you need anything, use the credit
Shopping,
card
everything.
and then buy back,
Your food
pay it
shopping.
back the other day.
Always pay back more than the minimum, guys.
No, but if you
Always
remember,
pay,
if
you're
you
gonna
pay,
pay back, always
You
pay,
pay back
more than the minimum.
no,
Yeah,
no,
because the interest is just gonna keep increasing.
no. Remember, if you you pay your credit card before the time,
It won't have no
accumulate no
interest.
interest.
It won't have no interest.
It doesn't accumulate.
Yeah, if
any
you go
interest.
over-
If you go over the time,
Yes.
that is when it accumulates interest.
Yes.
All right. You have a debit card and you have a credit
But you use
card.
credit card, you know.
So you use your credit card to pay your bills instead of the debit card, and then transfer the money from your debit card
To the
credit card.
Yeah.
So you don't wait until that time. Another way, even in using credit card, there's another strategy that push your credit card, your credit score very, very high. When you owe a balance on a credit card, say you owe 3,000 on a credit card, right? And the date is coming up. What you do, don't pay everything one time. You pay half of that amount a week before. And then when it reaches the date, close to the date, you pay the other half. And then your credit score rocketed.
Yeah.
So there are strategy that we don't understand about the financial aspect of it and how in acquiring a good credit score. Now, in today's living, it's very, very hard for somebody to come out and to work and to become rich. So what we have to do in our position is thinking of living and trying to be comfortable
Yeah. Yeah.
to make sure that we can pay our bills, the kids are okay, who are around you are okay, or wherever it is. But unless you're going to come with an invention with something that is not in the world, you understand? I was speaking the other day,
Hang on a
last
minute,
week.
we've got some people to address, Benson. Sorry to cut you. Yvette says, pay in full each month. And she said, that's right, Benson. And Faye said, credit cards should only be used to start a business because otherwise you just get trapped. Because remember, the money is not yours to use to start a business.
Yeah, that's true.
And
very true.
Destiny said, I agree with you, Faye. I don't want to see a credit card come through my door. Oh, dear. And Manager General says, how does someone living off... You can't be on the phone. How does someone living off minimum wage in a house, paying rent, have 2 kids, going to school, taxi to go back and forth? My God, how does these people make it work? Have mercy. Amen, Faye. Oh, my gosh.
No, it's true. But like we said, we was talking about how do we bridge the gap. I just feel like there needs to be a little bit, like in the educational section, just more awareness or teachings about finance. There's not much teachings about finance in the educational system. You're just learning
It's
the
true.
curriculum. You got to pass, and then that's it. You're out in the world, and you don't know how to manage your money. And even like, if you don't come from a wealthy family that do know how to manage their money, you have some families that are not wealthy that do know how to manage their money. But majority of the people, your parents didn't know how to manage their money. So they're not necessarily, might not have the teachings to teach you how to manage your money. You've got to learn everything yourself on your own. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like in the schools,
Definitely.
in colleges, in unis, anywhere, like just normal groups, chats, there needs to be more financial education
Yep,
on how
implemented.
to spend your money, how to
Manage
manage
your
it,
money.
how
you're
to
right,
manage
yeah,
your
the way-
money,
yeah.
how to invest, how to put your money into certain places so you can have economic growth.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
Because
saying?
There's
So
nobody teaching
there's
that.
no one teaching that.
True.
There's no one even teaching life skills.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's literally just the curriculum. You learn this. I mean, we're still learning. Schools are still learning Shakespeare, for God's sake. Do you get what I mean?
Well,
like
Faye
Shakespeare.
said parents should start teaching their children from young about finances. I understand that, Faye. But then you've got some parents that don't understand the finances
themselves.
Yes.
That's,
So that's
why
a-
it should be
It's
taught
true.
into the
Schools
schools.
instead of
And the colleges and, even university. Don't stop teaching.
import stuff
are
like
you
that on the
mad?
kids, them.
Are you mad?
But they're not going to do it, are they?
Oh dear.
If
No, they're
that
not gonna
should
do it.
ever happen, it's like it would be a war.
Call them a weaponized
It would
everybody.
never. The main reason we have to realize that, just like information now, that a lot of things that we weren't aware of now, because of the internet and wherever it is, we are aware. You cannot have that thing in society, because if you do that, it's just like you would have create a economical collapse of the system.
'Cause,
You can't do that. That would never
never
ever
happen.
happen.
No, yeah.
Never.
Otherwise, it would have been happening already.
Never.
They don't have
no,
a
no.
Well, but they want to keep you
Alright.
there,
Alright.
innit? They want to
The-
keep you in
alright.
that section. That's what it is.
Exactly.
They want to keep you in that
Agreed what you are
section.
saying.
Yeah.
What you are going.
Yeah.
Me feel so them set it that way.
They-
There's must
Yes.
be. There's must
Yeah,
be.
they have.
Call them have to set it that way there so them can
That's
have
it work
people
for
do the
them.
dirty work. Yeah,
Exactly.
because
It
them
work for them.
Imagine everybody a millionaire who walk on sweep the street.
You man,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
would not happen.
And then again, certain system in place. So the system, them have to set
Alright.
it this way if you work this way. It have to
Manager
be
General said, Buttercat would have said, that will never happen.
It'll be a rat race. Wherein the system have to set in a rat race situation to make certain institution run as well. Because if everybody all right, nobody prison system not going to run. Because certain little things people don't really need for you know what I mean? Even though people do madness with money, but certain
If you
level
invest
of it.
in a prison, you are a millionaire.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So,
you've
yeah,
got
so,
you know
so
you know
see why-
Jordan.
You see why people? You see why them have
Jordan
to-
that makes the trainers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's invested in a prison,
All right.
But
and that's how he makes some of his money as well, not just by the
Alright,
trainers.
All right.
Look at that.
hear what happened. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Over 15, 25 years ago, you can Google it. American prison was not owned by the government. A private
sector.
people
Yeah.
own the prisons in America. I was surprised to see the amount of prison that was owned by private people.
Okay.
Now what happened is, Faye Nichols, if my cranium, a function right, mentioned earlier about the cashless society.
Yeah.
If you follow this cashless society that is going to happen,
Yeah.
if we allow it to,
What happened? Yeah.
because a lot of things in society that we should be licking out on,
And we don't.
and we don't, we don't do it. Now, the cashless society, it is aimed as, to me, nobody will never get rich, the poor people.
Yeah, you can't get rich.
Because your money is going to be
control-
expired after a certain period of time if you have any money for spend.
And
That
control
is
the
how
amount of money you
serious
get
it
in
is. And them, no, you will still get your own salary.
Yeah.
But if you have 15,000 in the bank or 20,000 and you get a message that, here what happened now, the 15 or the 20,000 that you have in the bank, you would have to spend it by the next 3 weeks or your money is going to be expired or whatever it is. What are you going to do? But they did not explain it to us and tell us that that is going to happen to everybody.
And you know where's a main thing we need to look at as well.
So how people will get rich?
It's gonna be as easy as them to control anybody. Because all them just a freeze him account. You know no cash to run with it. You know no cash out there, you know.
You
So
can't
it's
do
digital, you know.
anything.
So imagine somebody, even if them have a whole heap of money, do something. And them want him. You can't. There is no way. All them have to do is freeze everything. One button, boom, everything freeze. What you do? Straight away turn papa. If you need for protest and them say no protest, all the government have to say freeze this, that, and that. Totally control. Them have from them have that, from a cashless society, every money them have to know about it. So all them need to do is just a freeze that, boom. You can't
Yeah.
freeze. You're not no cash, you know.
No cash.
You imagine?
And Yvette said credit card is also a protection when paying for things like paying for holidays due to fraud. You are more likely to get your money back.
Yeah, with credit
But
card.
the trick is you have to know you can pay the money back before the interest.
Yeah.
That is the trick.
Yeah.
And so Destiny 5 says, I try to teach my 3 children how to manage money. I think I teach them too much. Lard, the big one tight.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I tight people them have money. You know.
Them have money.
That's the one that's got the money,
Tight
Destiny.
people, them
That
there.
is the one that's got the
But
money.
you know what? Some we don't
Oh,
really,
yeah.
We don't know. I don't really not believe in to be too tight.
Listen,
with
the tight
money.
people, they can't even sit down.
You need to enjoy
Their
yourself. You know what I
their
mean?
back is
Because
so
as I
tight.
said-
Their back is so tight.
They
can't even
can't
sit
even
down.
sit down.
Yeah, there's-
I'm
there's-
sorry.
There's always
No,
something on my head back. You know.
No,
You
sir.
see anything what me can do now, me do it
She said he's
graciously.
loaded.
Yeah, she said that
He
he's
is loaded. Exactly. That's why. But the thing is, when you're that tight, it's a bit serious because, you know, if
You-
you got a
you don't
partner,
live no
whatever, you just don't live no life.
You don't live no life.
You know
limit
what I mean?
yourself. You limit
Everything is
yourself too much.
restricted.
You plan too much.
You don't want to do nothing out
people-
of the box.
Yeah, you see
Everything's going to
people-
be
yeah,
everything's
yeah,
set in stone.
Yeah.
This is it, and that's it.
And
Hear
them-
what
them-
happened? No, you know, say, when me look into it, my love for know the people that more tight. Because guess what? I get
Because
to
I'm
learn
tight,
from
you're
them.
tight too, isn't it? Yeah.
Huh?
Because you're tight too. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but you what happened? You can't.
No,
No.
You can't spend what you have.
What's that?
We are
No,
set.
that don't mix me.
You can't spend what you have. Don't it? But you what happened? You learn from the people that move.
tight,
Because them think, all right.
Yeah, but they don't live no. A
You-
lot of the time, they don't
yeah,
live
but
no
we
life.
We live life. The people them who tight, them live life.
No,
No,
they do. Some
But
of them
here-
do.
Some
but
of them
happy,
don't.
Yeah, but them happy with it because here what happened.
When
They are
when,
smart. Me
when
like
they're
how
dead
they-
and gone,
Yeah,
what
no,
happens?
It no matter.
It doesn't
them
matter.
Can't think.
They don't. It
them
doesn't
can't.
matter.
Them not
Destiny,
think about
Destiny
that.
said, from him cover the bills, him done. From time he cover the bills, he's done.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
No,
when I
sir,
look
I
at
heard
them,
that.
Oh God.
You know what?
We got
We-
one part
no,
on
we're
this
gonna
one
give
already.
it. No, we're gonna give the people that's tight. Yeah, we're gonna give them ratings. But the thing is,
You have to get the
yeah,
financial advice.
no,
on
the
them.
thing is, right? We see for ourselves through the platforms that there's tight people because nobody subscribed. There's not much people that subscribed, and it's not a lot of money. We know there's tight people out there.
Yeah.
It's so
I wonder
as
if
much.
them are tight, are them the ones support the platform.
But either way,
No,
It
when
just-
you hold on
no,
to the
no,
money
no,
too tight,
no.
you can't let it flow.
No, let me tell you something.
And Faith, I'm gonna be anyway, G. Sorry, before this part goes,
Yeah.
Faith says this is why a lot of us are not financially educated because our parents didn't teach us, and we wasn't taught it at school. Otherwise, we would have more wealthier like Martin Lewis.
You know, so with the
That is
platform,
funny.
you know, with the platform, I figure out what it is with YouTube and all them things. You see, what we're not getting so far is people who's already on YouTube. Who already we need more people who subscribe to this channel already for target them people. Because you know what? You see, because you have to sign in, you have to actually have an account to subscribe. You know. You know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you ain't
Actually,
got,
yeah,
if you ain't got an account,
you can't
you can't
subscribe,
subscribe, which is true.
So that's what really causes the problem. 'Cause enough people that listen more just can't afford, probably can't bother to make an account. You have to have a YouTube account to subscribe.
Yeah.
So that's what causes the problem, really, I think.
Well, it is what it is. But Manna General, he says, if you read your Bible, Revelation tell you that the time will come when you won't be able to buy or sell. One world order, then bringing in lookout people. And once they control your money, they control your everything.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, of course.
And it's so
It's
true.
That is the most dangerous
It's
part.
so
of it, brother.
dangerous, boy.
Which is
That's
why
when
Faye
the-
was saying
Not even
don't.
the expire.
That's
Don't
when the
got cash
world's
out
gonna
for
end.
your money.
To be
Remember,
honest.
you know,
That's when the world's gonna end.
You don't
Because
got
if you
no
don't have
cash, you know.
control out
Yeah.
of nothing,
So them,
what
yeah,
what is it?
So the government want you, then swear say and you where you go up on the road? Where you go do? Where you go hide? You don't got no cash, so you
You ain't
have
got
no-
nothing.
Nothing. So even as I said, even for industry, come up and say, rise up in any weird farm, then can just say shut them down, boom, one shut down, boom. It's done.
Yeah, they can do that. They can do that now. They can do that
No,
now.
but you
with-
still have cash. Where you
yeah,
can't
you
help
still
out certain
yeah,
things, you know,
you
more
still have
difficult.
cash
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Hey,
certain stuff.
Tammy.
But there's certain things that
Tammy up,
you
welcome aboard.
You can't use cash for.
I know.
And
Sorry,
you have to use a card.
sorry
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
we have to welcome the people. Welcome aboard, Chill and Spill,
Hi.
Tammy. Thank you for the compliment. Barbara said, I make sure I use cash all the time. I hate using my card.
I mean, I can't, man.
What's it? I hate using my card. I use cash 99% of the time. We have to keep up and use cash. Some people is unable to use their card, that the elderly, disabled, etc. Welcome aboard, Sam. Welcome aboard. Tammy says, save
Save
yes, but when you're unhappy, it's pointless.
Welcome
That's
aboard,
true.
Stevie Q, Quinlan.
Bless up,
Welcome
Diego.
aboard.
Bless,
It's true.
When
bless up, Diego,
End
on the
of the
YouTube.
day,
And bless up yourself,
You
brother.
save,
Diego,
save. You're tight, and you're unhappy. You're
Exactly.
miserable
Well, you know,
like
so-
nothing.
You know what to say? We're going to
What
one
is
part
the
of what I
point?
said, though. We're not talking about the rich and the poor. Really.
No, but we are talking about rich and the
Yeah,
poor
you
because at the
are.
end of the day, the people, those are the people, the rich people, a lot of them are tight. That's why they're rich. You understand? This is why everybody, they're not
No.
sharing nothing.
And they're not
just keeping them-
necessarily happy
No,
either.
you're not.
And a lot of them aren't happy. That's why
No.
they've got the cat and the
Let me tell
dog.
you
Them.
something. Let me tell you something. You know why enough people, and I'm going to tell you this. You know why enough people rich and enough people poor?
Why?
You see rich people,
Mm.
them love money. The poor people, we don't love money, so we don't keep with us. We just love the idea of getting the money if we spend it back. when rich people get money, them have it, then keep it and say, yo, you know, as I mentioned earlier on, them use credit. Them have them cash and then use credit. How much poor man do that?
Oh my gosh. Manager General
You
said,
understand what I'm saying? We don't love money.
Manager General said,
We have
Benson,
use it.
Benson,
You love money and spending, man. I thought tight man love money. You say them keep it.
Manager General, Benson said, we need to talk because I think I give away too much. That might be my biggest weakness in life. Help, please.
No, but the blessing there, brother.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, the blessing's definitely there.
Yeah,
Once
Yeah,
you
man.
give,
Never suffer.
I'm not being funny. I'm definitely a lot like that as well.
Yeah, man.
Are you-
If you
I give a
find
lot.
yourself, that are the thing that we. It's just like anything else in life. When it comes to money,
Yeah.
always remember this: money not have no friend.
All right.
Money
All right.
spoil friendship.
Yeah.
Money
Mash up family.
Rela-
mash up
Relationship.
family. Money mash up relationship.
Yep.
Money make you speak to people who you never want to speak to before
Yeah.
make you speak to.
Yeah.
True.
Money make you vex with people who you and them dead for a long time and you don't want dead for do it. You hear what the Bible says, it's the root of all evil.
Yeah. But
No, because it's so evil, you have to control it and put it in a cage.
yes. And lock him up.
'Cause that is where it
Are
tell
we
we.
going back to the
Yeah,
type?
but
man?
I think yes
No.
and no. I
No,
disagree,
it's not tightness.
certainly.
No, I'm just
How it
No, I'm just-
go
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
reality.
Oh, you think rich people, as I say, look one, you see rich
All right.
people, you actually them love money.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
they
if
love money, but they also make money flow.
Yeah, but
In a sense, like yes, there's some people that's tight, and there's some rich people that hold on to the money, which is why they're tight. But there's rich people that make the money flow,
Yeah, but
so they put their
so
money. They
yeah,
don't
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on to
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
They put their money
Yeah,
into
yeah, yeah,
investment.
but-
They put their
Ah,
money
yeah,
here
that's
and
all in
there
onto
and
it.
there,
That's
and
all
they
in
make
onto
it
it.
flow because
But
money
that's all in onto
flows.
it. But
Money
that's all
needs
in
to
onto
flow.
it. That's all in onto
you
it.
need for flow.
Yeah.
No, holding
Yeah.
on to money is not investing and spending money.
hold on,
That's not holding
No,
on
no,
to
no,
money.
no,
yeah,
no.
of course. You know when you like money, it's when you go so and you buy one necessary shoes you don't want. I want necessary care when you don't need. At them time you like money. When you hold and when you put your money in any kind of investment, that all your money is there. You might lose it, but you're holding on to your money. If you buy a shoes, that money gone, you know.
It depends
Yeah.
how you buy the shoes.
No,
you can
no,
buy it on your credit card.
No.
But
but it's
either
still
way,
gone, but it's still gone.
Alright.
But when you invest your money in anything, you're still
Remember,
keeping the money.
this is how like money. When your money go, cause hear what happened now. Them have a Benz now, a AMG, 90,000.
Yeah.
This is what a lot of people not understand. Now, the AMG costs 90,000, right? Pounds, right?
yeah.
And the man have 5 million in him account. Now, what happened is, when you go and tell the people that you need that AMG and you pay 10 grand down on the deposit,
Yeah.
and him think about it financially, it's not coming out of his money, you know. It's coming off of the interest when him get off of him 5 million.
5 million, but don't spend out of your 5.
And him don't touch him 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, all the money.
You understand? So another person now will think that this is how poor people like we think now. We will have the last money. And we say, all right, here what happened. I have 70,000, 70 grand. The AMG have a 70 grand, but here what happen. Me I go put 30 down on it
And pay off the rest.
and pay off the rest.
put
Which you never need to buy a AMG,
That too much out of your money.
don't it?
Yeah.
So
we live
if you look rich,
in front of our eyes to look rich,
you look rich.
don't it?
All right, how much time I said to yourself?
And that is why we don't follow the forums, because it's just the smart spending, which being realistic about this whole thing, as you mentioned earlier, Zeus, right? Like going to school and the school educating us or whatever.
Yeah.
That will never ever happen under the face of the sun.
Nah.
For us now to listen to the forums, so for us to bridge the gap between the rich and poor, it won't happen in this lifetime.
Hold on,
But don't you think
have to-
even
you have to
even
do
when
it
you
yourself.
said
It
though
won't happen.
that he's gonna buy the 90 grand MG and that he's going to put 10 grand on it and then use the interest that he's got the 5 million is making off it, don't you think that's still making money flow?
Yeah, of course.
It's flowing.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
he's letting the 5 million build interest, so using
Yeah,
the
yeah,
interest,
and
of
he's
course,
using
spreading
interest.
it on the MG,
Yeah.
putting 10 grand on the
yeah,
MG.
yeah.
It's flowing.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course the flow.
So even though
Um,
the 5 million's there, he's not. Yes, it's there. It's sitting there, but he's not holding on to it tight because it's gathering
Exactly.
interest, and then he's using the
You know-
interest.
Yeah,
you,
but the 5 is
you
there.
know
Yeah.
why we always poor and why the bank love we? Because we put the money in the bank for the people them borrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We put the money
In the bank.
inside of the bank for the people them borrow.
We
Go
we
and
keep the
borrow
business
from the
moving.
bank. Exactly.
All the world.
Exactly.
Barbara said, hang on a minute, sorry. Barbara says, no, I love money and I make sure I work for it and I love the money I work for. Amen, Barbara.
Yes.
I hear
Yes.
this now.
And I'm sorry, Manager General said, not the money is the root of all evil. It's the lover of money that is the root
Alright.
of all evil.
And you know them say, money change people. What's not true, you know? Money make you sure your true potential of what you is. Yeah, money, that's what money does. Money make you say a real person. Because
I think people change people.
no. When we say money,
Yeah.
when I say money, make when a man come into money, you realize who that person really is, because him able to do whatever him want to do. So then you can realize and see who that person is. If he's a giver, if he's a true giver, you will know.
Yeah.
You understand? Anything him want to do, him can do it. So, because enough man poor, and you never know the side of them because they're not able to do it.
Yeah.
Enough, you understand? Because poorness keep people in a state of life where you can never judge. You can judge a man truthfully who come into wealth. Because him. he able
More
to do
time, you don't
whatever
even
he
know
want.
what a rich man looks like, to be honest.
Exactly.
No. Yeah, we
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
understand.
Definitely.
It's
You'll
all
never
mindset.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zona says, I've noticed that some rich people are very unhappy. And Christine says, money make friend and money break friends. You know, and Faye says, if we use cash continuously, once they see that we are doing this, they will have to change their agenda. You have to let the money flow and give out what?
Give out what you get.
Well, give out what you get, but I agree. Yeah, at Zuz.
Yeah, make money flow. Make money flow. It's like what
Yeah, the money have to flow.
Benson was saying. The interest is increasing from the 5 million that you've put in there, but the money is doing something. It's not just sitting there. If it was just sitting there, it would only be 5 million, and it wouldn't grow. So it's flowing in a sense because you're using the interest for something else, and do you get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's flowing.
Well,
If
yeah,
if you really hold like a person that's of lower income, they've got 10 grand in their account or 5 grand in their account.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are really holding on to their money. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Which
Yep.
is why they can't become rich.
No,
Because
no.
they've seen that 5 grand
And,
and they're saying, I don't even want it to go to 4,999. Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Well, no,
exactly.
So, but whereas the rich person now, if it was a rich person now, they would, like I said, they'll put more money in it, but they'll use the interest, or they would, even if they did have 5 grand, yeah, on your mindset, even if they did have 5 grand, they're taking out 2 grand to go and use something, to do something,
to build back something.
to build back something.
yeah.
Whereas the
Poor
person
man.
that's of lower income just wants to see the money sitting there.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
let's be real. Your 5 grand, that you have, the interest ain't no big. It's gonna be a couple
probably.
pence or
Yeah,
£10
yeah.
every
year.
every year.
Yeah,
It's
but
not no big
No,
interest.
No.
Oh my God,
But then-
Destiny,
but
don't
then-
make me laugh.
But then,
What did
if-
Destiny say? Destiny.
Destiny's making me laugh today. Destiny says some people are greedy for money. My ex used to call me honey and darling when it's coming up to the end of the month. This is so funny. But you know what? No, but there's, no, but some people do that though. Some people are like, the end of the month is approaching. It's time to be wonderfully nice and do everything that she wants in the house. Cook, clean, rub her back, rub her feet, run the bath, and all these things. So when the payday come, you know, he can say, oh, yeah, ba. a little ting.
then
No, but
Oh
it's
my
true
gosh,
though.
55.
And you know what?
Yeah.
It goes for the woman as well. Some
Yeah.
women might be like, "Oh my gosh, the end of the month is coming up, boy." And
Innit?
I've been a witch this
Innit?
month.
Innit? Yeah,
Let me just
yeah.
friend him up near the end.
Oh, babes, you're looking good today.
Yeah.
You look sexy, boy.
Yes, me you never talk last week.
petty business. Innit? Yeah, man.
That's very
Yeah,
funny.
but-
It's true that it's
We
people
always
like
sit-
that too.
Yeah, you always see through them people are easy, because the people are petty still, you know. Petty
Yeah.
business, them thing there, you know what I mean? Them thing the kind of...
Money hungry.
No,
Money
you see,
hungry
no, you see
people.
money hungry people. We have a virgin where every day, every conversation we and them on the whole is about money. No, nothing different.
Yeah.
It's just about money.
It's
And you see
true.
him always find a way to make money. But
Because
And-
he's always talking about it.
Yeah,
He's
it's-
putting it
it's
out
just
there
putting it
into
out
the
there, drawing it
into the
He's
universe.
drawing the
He's
money to
drawing
it.
the money
The
to
more
him.
you talk about it, the more it comes.
Right.
every conversation me and that man hold is about money. Nothing less. Who they attack and he just come in, boy, you know, said this money.
Oh.
And
Sam
you make
said, yeah, Sam said it's true, people. And Tanya said, yeah, man, end of the month, everybody dog, sick cat, sick chicken, hungry, all sorts.
Oh dear, oh dear. Nossa.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
It's true. Why is it like this? You know what I mean? End of the day, if you like money so much, you have to do something about it, and it's simple as that.
But it's sad to say still.
It is sad.
We know that it's not everybody got rich. You know what I mean?
No.
Some, no, and me now count myself out and say me not got rich.
Well, there's
because me still have-
760
me still
million
up.
people in poverty.
Me still up, you know?
Yeah, there's 760 million people in poverty
But
in the world, and you know, there's some countries that are just living on like £2.50 a day, and that's for food, housing, light, gas,
New man.
electric. Like, how is that supposed to stretch?
I'm gonna say something to you. Sorry to cut you. You know what I'm upset about? Those countries that are in poverty, and then you would see the commercial on the
Oh,
television
don't even start.
asking you
God.
to give £2 or £1.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
From the poverty
Yeah.
people, they want.
yeah,
Yeah.
for you to give £2 for
Yes.
those
Yes.
persons who
Yeah,
are suffering.
yeah.
there's so many.
But the main reason why I think about it, I looked up it and I realized how much money it is to pay for an advert to run
And
every
and
hour.
money making business, brother.
Yeah? The money that they're paying for that advert, you know. Yeah? It's more than the £2 that they need.
I mean, brother,
Even if it's 5,000 or
Alright.
3,000
Alright,
for that minute. Because
Listen,
they only run for...
if there's a room, if there's 10 people in the room
Yeah.
watching that advert, how
Yeah.
many people out of that 10 are gonna give that £2?
course. Yeah,
no, but
no,
how long
no,
it
no,
run?
hold on,
You
hold
know
on,
the
hold on.
cost
The
of
cost
running
of
an
running an
advert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
lot of
Pro
money.
yeah,
per
yeah, it
night.
costs money. It
Yeah.
costs money.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that money that you use for the advert, you just
Invest
give
it
it to
into
them.
children. Yes.
Yeah, because
No.
Yeah.
you
That's
don't need
right.
to see them. Like that, we are make the advert for because we don't go on the web big already. But number two. Yeah, number two. When I was working on Westfield, when Westfield was building up, I see some people were outside that come from over the first part of Stratford at daytime. We got McDonald's come have lunch. And I see some people are big for money, like you know them people.
Yeah.
We had them attack. And when them start to how much and get for pay, them get pay. Me I say, wait, they wanna earn more than me. And there's something I look
real?
on and there's something I look on and say,
Nossa.
wait, well, this a big multi-million-dollar
But-
businesses because you are going. They want £2 out of my pay every week. And £2 out of next month. So imagine them come to and find just a salon every day. Just a salon every day upon that spot. Then find 100 somebody for sign. Yeah? Then find 100 somebody for sign. Every day. And it's not just London this alone. It's not just this and London. They
Yeah,
are West
this
End,
is-
they are
they're
East End,
everywhere.
they are everywhere,
Yeah,
Liverpool,
yeah.
everywhere. You know how much million that are combined? And that are going from me come to England, you know. So you and every day it's last the same Hungry Belly people, you know.
G,
Fancy.
Yeah, it's cults and gangs that
I-
run
Me-
them things.
I didn't realize this until last year, right? When I did a small investigation on beggars,
yeah.
And if you check it now, there are beggars that are banned in England for begging. There was one man that was begging in England, right?
Yeah.
That has two apartment building,
Yeah.
and he's banned. There are beggars around the world now that they ban them in certain countries because they own buildings and stuff like that, and they don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
So when it
dedicated-
comes to money, that is how money is. That how far people
and for
would
your,
go
and for your dedicate,
and
Yes.
dedicate it to what you want.
you get
Yes.
it, man.
But in the state of the economy now, right? And I'm just going to say this and then I'm just going to relax and listen to you guys because the topic is really interesting. I'm going to say this to you guys now, right? I don't think there's no one now can work to be a billionaire or a trillionaire.
No. Depends kind of work. Because work.
You would have to come in with a great invention.
No, we
But a 9 to 5
Oh,
without
that-
not
okay.
No,
coming with an
okay.
invention.
No.
That will never happen.
No, not normal 9 to 5.
Yes,
No.
But like
you
if-
would have to just work to be comfortable and say, yeah, all right.
You have to
I think
invest
you mean-
into
I
other
think you
things.
mean-
Definitely,
Put your money
absolutely,
into
yeah.
other things.
You
Exactly.
can't just have
You
it in
can't
one
just-
one place.
But
Yeah, you can't.
you are going now. Funny enough, if you start a business now still, and you really, to me, you love it, and you dedicate a 20 years in that business and it a run, you never know what can come out of it still. It can happen.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
luck might reach you, and you know what I mean? Luck might reach you, and it happen. You just have to serious with what you are about. That's going to work and working for somebody. That will never happen.
Yeah, Mana General said, I just want to know my kids are okay. I'm not in need of anything. I want my riches to be in helping the poor and needy and be happy in life. My rich is that. That is
Yeah.
his
Me
riches.
too.
Yeah.
Amen.
Rich
Fillmore
Well
life.
Allen.
said.
Awesome.
Seriously.
Yeah, rich.
Well said, well said.
Fillmore
Rich in
Allen,
life.
big up.
Oh, welcome, welcome aboard, Fillmore Allen. Welcome aboard.
We want some, with health and strength. That's riches still.
Yeah.
Faith
the
said,
health and strength and good family communication and all these things. I think is the key. But again, a little cash should bring it a little better still. Same way,
yeah, Faith said, what you talk about, that's what you get back.
Yeah.
That means
What you
speaking
put
what
it-
you want
word
into existence.
Yeah.
And Faith said there is so much money in the world, there should not be any poverty. But this is what we're talking about. But there
alright.
is. Zorna, someone told me that the £2 is taxed. By the time it get to the poor country, they might only get 90 pence.
Yeah.
So by the time, so you pay the £2, you're like, yeah,
For the
I've
advert,
done
the-
something good, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna help
yeah.
the poor. By the time it gets to them, it's 90 pence.
Exactly. Exactly. And also, just straying a little bit off
90
topic,
pence still.
those same
Where the money?
adverts that they're showing with the poor children,
taking the
with
money
the
for the advert.
flies and all these stuff, a lot of those countries look better than England.
Yes. And again, too. you
Yeah,
see-
if we're speaking about
Yeah.
Africa specifically, yeah, they've got lovely universities.
Alright,
They've got,
this
then they don't. All the children
and that's
don't
the
look
point,
like,
all them
that.
back-
How
no,
they're trying to present it
it's a
on
money-
the
it's
television.
a money-making
Yeah, which
scheme.
stops you from going to that country because they
Yeah.
know that if you go to that country now, you might get inspiration to get rich.
Yeah, and
What-
Sam 890 said, honestly, money is the cause for poverty. That is the cause
Yeah.
for the poverty. Welcome aboard, Surin. Welcome aboard. Good night.
Alright.
Welcome, Shiller's Bill, honey.
And one of the costs, because two of them, all them set the world for run
Yes.
and a monetary system. That's why it's a cost. Because in the end of the idea, to me, all the world is like God creating world and put we in it for live. Because the other day, funny enough, me and my friend attack, my work friend attack, and I said to him, some people still live in a mud hut in Africa, certain place. And I said, a time for them people to change. And I said, but no, some of the things so. I say, me not believe in that. I say, in the idea, I say, but them most son come, I say, but them free from this bustle and hustle me and you depend right now.
Exactly, and
You
them
think
mud
you-
huts, they don't look as small as you think. You know?
Exactly. Them mud
Them
huts.
mud huts are
They're
bigger than
big.
the studio. Them mud huts.
All right, calm
Yeah.
down, Zos. Settle down.
No, I'm just saying, in hindsight,
So
I'm
Is this
joking.
serious?
the studio is not small, guys. But I'm
I'm
just saying.
joking.
so when it come to it's just how you choose to live. And as I said, them create a system where it's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, and them create it so you have people who will suffer. People, who, if you're lucky, you make it. Because, be honest, the system don't like to see people with money, you know. Especially poor people, you know. The
No.
system don't like to see poor people with money, you know,
No,
because
it's true.
imagine now them buy a, they make
I see Destiny.
they make a Benz,
Mm.
and the Benz for a person to drive. And if me are driving a Benz and police might stop me, you know, because I think some me should not drive that Benz. Why is that? You come me the year no good, and me the year good, and it's nobody, me not the money. Make me come into the real money and see them with a scooter anyway, we start reach me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So them
Destiny
don't
says-
like see you have money.
It's just
No.
judgment, innit? It's
They
judgment.
don't like to see you have money. Poor people don't have money.
Yep. Destiny says, now that we on the topic of money, I don't want to go off the topic, but you guys don't know how much you are doing for us listening to your views. I would love to see this platform improve, and it takes money to maintain. I just wish everyone will subscribe and tip you guys with that little that they can give to keep this lovely platform running. Love you guys. Great job. Thank you
Aw.
so much,
Thank
Destiny.
you, Destiny
Babe.
5.
Do you want me to cry on live on air?
It will happen.
That's very, very sweet of you. And Faye said that she seconds that and she gives us a round of applause. Thank you so much. But on that note, Destiny is perfect because we're going to round up the show. It's definitely time to round it up. I think we might have to have a part 2 about this, actually, because it's definitely intense. And don't think I haven't forgotten about the other sex topic, you know. Remember, we've only done part 1. Part 2 is definitely pending, but we can't do it too soon. We have to stretch it out a little bit. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing a part 2.
The order for the winter.
Winter, that's a bit too far. But yeah, we're definitely going to do a part 2 for this one because, you know, it's a nice topic and I feel like, you know, there's a lot to say.
We're not
when
touching
it
alcohol
comes-
base neither.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So thank you all for tuning in once again for episode 16. Chill and spill. Topic, rich or poor. What
Thank
a
you,
great topic. I
guys.
feel like the conclusion. What is the conclusion? What can we do, you know, to build that
I
bridge?
think
Help one another.
I think help one another, yes, but I think the conclusion is it depends on the individual's mindset. Some people want to get out and have that avenue. They've got like a rich mindset, but their circumstances might not necessarily be rich, or you know they don't have certain avenues or networks, and they
Whoa,
can't get in
or
touch.
you can go to the forums.
Or
There's
you can go
many
to the forums.
Right, even on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube and stuff like that. There's so much platforms out there right
Yeah.
now where you can bridge the gap.
That's
But
right.
again, it depends on your mindset, though, isn't it?
That's
If you
it, if
want
you
to go
want
and
to.
do that, there's some lower income people that are just happy to be where they are.
All right, Benson. Even when I mentioned to me about the story, when I said to you, I said, brother, it not go easy, you know, you have to go put in the work, you know. But that's something good you do.
Yes.
Yes.
You get me?
Yes.
That's something good you do because it's a way of trying to make you. Because when I said to you, say, it's easy. Because when we are work, when I said to you, say, why we choose hard work? Because there's a lot of things we can do easy, I know.
Mm.
Come further on, I always say to myself, say, why me always choose the hardest way? Because, I mean, when I said to you, I said, this is a way you choose where you can make money and relax and easy. Yeah.
Oh
and
my
you
gosh,
just have to
Mana
work
General
hard.
said,
You get me?
guys, me feel like I'm me alone in the dark room, not seeing the rest of the comments. It's definitely not you alone, Mana General. We are on YouTube. We are on 2 different Facebooks. We're on Mixcloud. So maybe, I'm not
Is it
sure.
bingo?
There's people on the Facebook that you're watching now, you know. We can see people watching, but there's not much people interacting in the live chat. We mentioned Fillmore Allen before and Jai. Welcome aboard, Jai.
Hi.
There's people watching, but you're the one that's giving a lot of written feedback.
Diego Blambam, big up yourself. Canada, big up, my brother. Yes, sir.
Lady Julie, welcome aboard, Lady Julie. Even though we are wrapping it up, but she said the best thing that you can do is understand your financial story and how you view money and how it affects you.
Yeah, very
And
true.
Yeah, I mean, well
very,
said.
very true. Well
Well
said.
said. Well said.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, that is the conclusion of the show. There's many things that you can research, forums. That's if you're interested into making some real money in the in your life. You know, if you're comfortable with how you're living, that's fine.
Yeah.
We just want you to, show how the rich live and how the middle class and
Yeah.
how the people that's in poverty live.
Network.
And networking is very important.
And none of we not poor, yeah? Because we have life. We're just not rich.
We're rich.
Alright.
We're all rich.
Let's
We're
say-
all rich.
I don't know
Let's
about
say-
G-Star. I'm rich. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. We're all rich. No,
I'm
we're all
rich.
rich.
We're not
Because the
poor
thing
enough.
is,
We're not poor. We're not rich.
some people are rich and haven't got a nice personality. They're not nice people. You don't want to be around them.
Yep, yep.
There's so much different things. That's why there has to be a part 2.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
there's so much. It's a wide subject. So from me, Nubian, I say my goodbyes, and I hope you have good rest of the Sunday evening and a good week. If you can't be good, be careful. For the rest of the panel,
Bye, guys.
Bless up Molo as well
Bless
over there
up.
in a Kenya, my cousin. Big up yourself, yeah?
Good manners and proper conduct every time. Remember this coming Friday, there will be no show until next week, yeah? Because you
There's
know
just
how the
no
thing
show.
go. Yeah,
well,
no
it's
show
bank
this
holiday.
week.
It's bank holiday weekend, so it
So-
won't be on Friday.
Yeah.
They
But
might-
we'll do something over the weekend because, we have other engagements. So, no show this coming Friday. My sincere apology. But Sunday, it will be chill and spill just the same. And then next week, Friday, the show continues again. So, I have to say thank you to each and everyone who support the channel in every single way that you possibly can. Remember to always like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's all I'm asking of you. And if you love and support the channel, please, may I beg you, just tell somebody, no man, and just share it, please. That's all my ask. Please, just tell a friend for tell a friend.
Sorry, Benson, to cut you, but
Yeah.
Yvette, I didn't see what Yvette wrote earlier. We have to, if we see some comments, what you put earlier, and we didn't see before, we're gonna always read it out. Yvette said, "There's a beggar who lives in my flats. He begs daily at South Tottenham Tesco's. He had a big cookout in the communal space in the flats last week. Big things was going on down there
Man.
with him.
We never-
So
I'ma give
he's
back
the
to the
biggest,
community.
Give
He's
back.
the biggest beggar, and
No.
he's got the most friends.
and
I'ma give back.
and he's giving back.
Exactly.
Not unless he was charging.
Yeah. And
I hope
Destiny
not.
5, enough respect to Destiny 5 for the comment. You understand what I mean? Because I really appreciate the comment there. Because it takes, when the listeners them see what's happening and realize that fact, you understand what I mean? Forget about the understand what I mean. May I speak like me not have no sense. Let me take off that spectacular step.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Destiny 5, thank you very much for that comment because a lot of people don't understand the struggles to keep this platform up and running. Sleepless nights. Look where my eyes them on, my eyes them bleed. So big up to all the people them on the platform. there. Yeah, it's serious. Yeah, so enough love. If you can't be good, be careful. And this weekend I'll be fully representing the GMPC fams. We're playing Friday night. Let me tell you what we're going to do while we're not having a show. We're playing Friday night, and we're playing Saturday night, and we're playing Sunday just before the show. So this is one of the weekends where we have 3 dates booked for the event. And remember, the 26th of July, all courtesy Clive access granted, yeah? With Stone Love, all the way from Jamaica, will be in the building. We're in the building just the same. Remember, the 1st of July, all courtesy Chemise, say her bus ride. The 16th of June, say I want a big, massive wedding where we have same way. So we are going to tell you the dates. And that are the dates I'm going to remember off of my head.
And the 24th of
And the 24th.
June.
And the 24th of June.
Yes.
And bank holiday weekend, the Sunday, I think it is. We'll have a next date again. I don't remember how it is. Because the promoter she might give me a white envelope. And say a pink envelope me use. So, saying all right. So, yeah, so, enough respect to all the promoters them out there. May God bless you all. Enough respect to everybody on the platform. Them peace and love and honor every time. Somebody close the show. Nubian.
Well, Mana General
Manas.
says anybody that's late for class have to pay $20. I agree.
True.
Yeah, that's
All
right,
right.
Mana General. Everyone pay
People.
$20. That's
Yeah,
late
so
for
for class.
when we're forward next time, when we're forward week after, next week, the other week, Friday, that means
Yeah.
that we expect for say Mana General and other PayPal, right? Exactly. And enough respect to Destiny
And
5
Cash App.
who sponsor us for the AC unit for the building.
Yeah.
As you see, me not lie. So me have to have my Anki here or me as well.
Yes.
So
So good
No
night,
respect.
Serene. Good
Be a
night,
love, be a love,
Doreen.
be a love.
Good night, Barbara.
be a love.
Good night, Christine, Destiny, Lady Julie, Faye. I think I've done
Tammy.
everybody. Mana General, Tammy, Sammy. Yes. Good night, everybody. Thank you all once again. Love you guys endlessly.
Unusual, I'm going to say big up Zeus.
Yes. Big up
He's
Zeus.
always troubling me, you know. But yeah, big up
You know,
Zeus.
right,
And if you lot can share.
Thank you, guys.
When I like to see the numbers, like you see on Benson on a Friday night when Benson's on live, I like to see the numbers nice and high. Like when he's on live, I want to see my numbers like that too. Thank you. So if you can share, I'll be very, very grateful. I'm not asking for much. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Take
dear.
care. Love you. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh,
People
dear.
have got Bigo, you know. What up to Bigo?